Peace. What's up, everybody, man? Real quick video. Shouts out to the chat. Shouts out to everybody listening in. This your brother MD, Arena Uncensored. Black Son just joined in. What's up, Black Son? What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, man? How's my mic? How's my mic?
Yeah, you good, man. You good.
Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, let's roll. Let's roll.
All right, man. So a little brief discussion we want to have here, talking about Title 42, right? Of course, everybody knows as of yesterday, Title 42. Well, as of Wednesday, actually.
Wednesday, yep.
Was it Wednesday? Yeah, as of Wednesday.
Yeah,
No,
yep.
as of yesterday, because it expired Thursday. So as of Thursday, Title 42 expired, and it's been a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff been revolved around what Title 42 is. Uh, uh, where did it come from? What is it based on? And how does it relate to the migration issue at the border? Right. So you know what I mean. I'm gonna attempt to try to break all that down and ultimately come around to explaining how it negatively affects us. I mean, illegal immigration as a whole negatively affects us, but I think a lot of people are putting too much emphasis on the illegal immigration part and not putting enough emphasis as it pertains to Title 42, not putting enough emphasis on the asylum part because that's the most important part when it comes to Title 42, what it means. I mean, if we're going to break it down in layman's terms before I try to get too detailed on what it actually is, Title 42 is based off of the public health titles in the section of the U.S. Code. So the reason Trump implemented Title 42 in its inception was because at that time we were in pandemic phase, and the goal was, or let me put it like this, because I don't want nobody to get it twisted. The perceived goal was to stop the spread of COVID. Well, damn, let me not even say that. To stop the spread of
C19.
C19
Yep.
in the country. That was the initial onset perceived goal of Title 42. Now, legally, how would you go about doing this in an impactful way when it came to immigration? Well, obviously, if a person has his or her aim is to come into the country illegally, that Title 42 don't affect it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't give a damn. They coming in whether you like it or you don't. You know what I mean? From a naturalized standpoint, it didn't have an effect because when you're looking at different countries, everybody was locked down. So you can't look at it. You can't look at it from an aspect of, okay, I'm coming in here to be naturalized legally or with a visa or whatever, because you couldn't travel. So that canceled that out. So what do we need to do to stop anybody to coming in our borders to try to stop or curb the spread of C19? The only people that were doing it at that time were who? The people that were seeking asylum. We didn't have any action in place in regards to that matter. So what President Trump did at that time in 2020 was put in Title 42 to expedite the process of either acceptance or refusal. Most of the time, because of the health code, it was refusal because we were dealing with a pandemic at that time. The human rights activists, the human rights advocates did not like that. Not taking into consideration anything in regards to the pandemic. They looked at it as a human rights issue at that time. Do I look at it like that? It's hard for me to say because from an economic standpoint, I think the spread of immigration needs to stop from that aspect. I'm not basing it off of health aspect, which I do understand why you would do that if you're trying to protect your border and you're trying to stop the spread of a disease or a virus. Then yeah, I mean that makes sense. Now, the like I said again, the human rights advocates would have you to think that it's more or less about it's a right wing agenda or is Trump opposing his fascist views on different peoples of the world, and that's cool. How we gonna explain it today is how it negatively affects the black community based on the subsidies that these asylum seekers get, where the subsidies come from, and where they place these asylum seekers in these communities. Before I get started, you got anything to say, Black Son?
No, no, let's get to it. Like I said, I'm glad we're dealing with subsidies because there's different types. So we definitely gonna deal with the immigration subsidies tonight.
All right, cool. So uh let me present my screen real quick. And what I'm gonna attempt to try to do is I'm gonna try to give an explanation of Title 42 from different perspectives, right? So I'm gonna start here first. Let's share my screen. Let's start with the Puente Human Rights website, right? We're gonna start there first, and let me know when you can see my screen.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, this is from the Puentes.org is a human rights advocacy group, right? And I can only assume by the naming, it's a Mexican or it's a let's just say Mexican and Central American advocacy group, right? So it says this. It says Title 42 explained. What is Title 42? Now I want you to pay attention to this wording because it's important as to in regards to different people pushing different agendas. So check this out. Title 42 of the United States Code is the code that addresses public health, social welfare, and human rights. Title 42 was a previously rarely used clause of the 1944 Public Health Services Law. That's from the Health Code of the United States Code, 1944, until the Trump administration began using it in 2020 to prevent migrants from entering the United States. Now, stop right there. What's the first thing you notice in that one paragraph that's pretty much wrong? Is there anything you see, Black Son? That it ain't
Not,
right and wrong answer.
not offhand. No.
Okay, all right. So the main thing that jumps out to me is I'll read it again. So it's the part where it says Trump administration began using it in 2020 to prevent migrants from coming into the United States. That's false. The key word is migrant. Title 42 don't deal with migrants. Title 42
Right.
deals with asylum seekers.
Right.
That
Play on words. I got it. Yep.
words, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the playbook that the Democrats have been using with this whole Title 42 fiasco that's been going on all week in regards to it being expelled, it being expired and the floodgates opening in. But from a different standpoint, since Title 42 was implemented, that was the playbook that a lot of these left-wing advocacy groups been using. You know what I mean? Basically shoehorning in or broadening migrants when Title 42 is not based off of that. Title 42 is based off of asylum seekers.
Mm-hmm.
But in any event, that's why it's important to get different perspectives from different people. That way you can see the play that they running. You know what I mean? But in Title 42 grants the government the ability to take emergency action to stop the introduction of communicable diseases. They put that in quotes. like, and it's funny because the left wing is the people that were the vanguards for the misinformation when it came to C-19, right?
Yeah.
Yet right here, they got in quotation marks introduction of communicable disease, like that's something fake. Oh, y'all made that shit up so y'all won't let the Mexicans in here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, yeah, so but play on words, like you say. The Trump administration used Title 42 to designate hundreds of thousands of migrants, go that word again, for expulsion, arguing that allowing these migrants to enter the U.S. may increase the spread of C-19. Since the Trump administration began abusing Title 42 as an anti-migrant policy, Title 42 has been used at least 380,000 times to expel migrants at the southern border. In June 2020, out of 1,650 unaccompanied children who entered the United States, only 4%, 61 children, were transferred to the Office of Refugee Settlement. Blah, 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 this and that. Like, I just wanted to get an explanation as to what these people view Title 42 as, right? So let me get out of this. Okay, so again, different I ain't gonna say ideologies because it's not really an ideology. Different social acclamations or different social viewpoints are viewing the reasoning behind Title 42 differently. It's to be expected because everybody want to wear a flag for somebody,
right,
for some reason, especially when it comes to today's politics. But so we just heard from that advocacy group, right? We can only assume that that particular group is there to advocate for migrants coming over from Central America and Mexico. That's cool. I don't have an issue. You should advocate people that's coming over here so they can get acclimated with the United States. I don't have any issue with that. But let's check this out. Let's go. We're gonna go here next, right? We're gonna go to let's go to Department of Homeland Security. We're gonna go there next. So let me share my screen with that. All right. Make sure my screen share. I don't think, is it up yet? Okay, yeah, it's up. All right. All right, so yeah, this is the Department of Homeland Security website. They putting out a release. And again, this was in January. This particular this article was dated in January, so they was already getting ready.
Yeah. Yep.
They was already getting ready for this. They was like, "Hey man, we need to start now." You know what I'm saying? So let's check this out. This is Department of Homeland Security, like I said, January 5th, 2023. DHS continues to prepare for end of Title 42. Announces new border enforcement measures and additional safe and orderly process. I ain't gonna read this whole thing. Well, I'm not reading that whole thing. So let's read the header here. Washington, the Department of Homeland Security continues to prepare for the end of the Title 42 public health order, which is currently the subject of multiple court orders and a return to processing all non-citizens under the department's Title 8 immigration authorities. To that end, DHS today announced new border enforcement measures to improve border security, limit irregular migration, and create additional safe and orderly processes for people fleeing humanitarian crises to lawfully come to the United States. We're going to stop right there. Department of Homeland Security understand Title 42. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's go back and read some of the stuff that they talk about under Title 8. Under Title 8 in the U.S. Code, it's talking about essentially refugees, is what it's talking about. And we'll break that down. If y'all want me to, I'll look up Title 48 so we can get it verbatim like I'm about to do with Title 42. But with Title 8, it's essentially talking about refugee status of a particular immigrant coming into the United States. Remember, we're talking about statuses here. A person that's coming in here illegally doesn't have a status because they legally don't even supposed to goddamn be here. Whole nother story for a whole nother conversation. But in any event, when it comes to Title 42, they understand, hey, look, we got to get ready to have these refugees coming in. Now, what I'm gonna break down once I get down into the actual legal jargon or the legal code that is Title 42. And that's like it's a lot of stuff. I'm not reading all of it, but it'll show you basically what it's saying is any person that Title 42 is going to stop or slow down the process, right? So if I'm trying to come into the country, as soon as I step foot over that line, and I get with a border agent, I get with DHS, whoever it may be, I then have the right to formally appeal asylum status. At that point, once you say those words, it's a process that's got to take place. Title 42 was the nullification of that process. Do that make sense, Black Son?
Yeah, not only does it make sense, can you explain because I watched today live. It was actually a live footage. I wish I could have pulled it up for you, but the actual process of them turning themselves in. Do you want to break that down also? Like they literally go up to the border and they just turn themselves in, correct?
Yeah. That's again, like I just said. Once you go to the gate or whatever, like wherever you at on the border, once you go to the gate, you formally surrender yourself. Is basically what you're doing. Surrender
Right.
yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and formally asking for asylum in the United States. Once
Right.
you say once you say that, the process then starts. You know what I mean? So Title 42 was the rapid rejection of that
Right. Absolutely.
asylum status.
Right.
If I could put it in layman terms, you know what I mean?
Real quick, I have a friend in a theocratic country, and he's thinking about now how much time is allowed. And I'm not trying to promote it, but shout out to my friend Ahmed. He's in Jordan, and he wants to come over here. And so, will like
Peace. What's up,
what
Juju?
what's considered like an asylum? Like or all you got to do is just claim it, correct?
Well, all you have to do is formally ask.
Okay.
Once you by law, once you legally ask for asylum, the United States has to
Accommodate.
investigate that claim. They have to
Okay.
accommodate the claim.
Okay. But
They
they're not
have to.
just
They don't have a choice.
right. But they're not going to just give you a list of the claims. You got to basically come to them, say the claim, and then they got to look it up. Correct? Like they don't
Yeah,
just give you
when they look at it based off of it's several factors. Whatever the humanitarian crisis is in that particular country of your origin.
okay. So say
I mean, there's several factors that go into it, but we're gonna get into that though.
okay. So you do have, I guess, some examples, correct? Because like I said, I talked to my friend today, and like I said, he's in a theocratic country, and he I told him what was going on over here, and now he's seriously considering coming over here now. So yeah, I just
But I mean, so I mean, is it life? Is it life in danger? Is it like what's going on with it?
I mean, again,
You can't get no
that's why
visa.
I'm asking. No, that's why I'm asking. I'm not. That's why I'm
No,
asking.
hold on, now. Well, hold
Okay,
on. Wait a minute. Now, so you just said he can't get a visa.
he's gonna try to do the route of damn the migration shit on the goddamn basically what we talking about tonight. He's saying screw all that, screw all the whatever steps. I'm gonna seek goddamn a political asylum. Fuck that shit.
But based off of what factors though? A theocracy is not. I wouldn't consider that, and I don't
So
think.
and again, so that's why I'm asking you what are the criterias? Because a person can just let's say I don't like the country I live in. I live in under an oppressive Islamic regime. I feel like they're a threat to my safety. I don't know. He could say whatever. I'm just asking, bro. I mean, you know.
Well, again, like I said, it ain't up to me to. All I know, all they say is humanitarian crises, whatever that
Right.
means.
So okay, right. And so that's why I'm trying to ask you, what defines a humanitarian crisis?
You're gonna have to ask the
Okay,
Department
because
of Homeland Security.
according
But
to
hey,
okay,
this is the investigative show.
okay, right,
I'll
right,
see.
right.
I'll see if we can get it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But in any
Right.
event, let me.
Well, again, I have to ask these questions, brother. I have to ask these questions because, like I said, we don't know what I mean. Hell, if anybody could just say, you know, I'm having a humanitarian crisis, I want to kind of know the guidelines. So yeah, let's get to it.
Okay. All right. So look where I leave off at. These measures taken together are concrete steps to enhance the security of our border while the Title 42 public health order is in place, and that DHS will continue to build on in preparation for the Title 42 order being lifted. Okay. All right. So let's leave. Guess I can read some of these bullet points. It says DHS is establishing new parole processes for Cubans, Haitians, and Nicaraguans, modeled on the successful processes for Venezuelans and Ukrainians.
Ah,
Let's stop right there.
yeah, let's do that.
What the Department of Homeland Security is saying, based on how well we were able to process the Venezuelans who are going through their own thing, whether it be hell, at this point, Venezuela's money is not worth nothing.
Right.
Hell, I've even seen pictures of Venezuelan money. Like I think they call them. Do they call them pesos down there?
No,
I
no,
forgot what
no,
I
no,
forgot what
no.
they call it.
Yeah, I did too. I'm have to look it
But
up. But yeah,
I've seen pictures of Venezuelan money just laying in the street because it ain't
right.
worth a damn.
So I see where you're going. So that would fall under the crisis
That's a
criteria
crisis.
crisis. Right. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So I'm writing that down. Okay. I'm taking notes.
Now, despite if I want them over here or not, that ain't up to me.
No,
You
of
know what
course
I'm
not.
saying?
No, no. Right. We can't determine what their
But
rights.
yeah, we basing it off of the criteria,
Right.
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
It says so again, based off of the process of how they essentially expedited asylum status for Venezuelans and Ukrainians.
Especially
Now,
Ukrainians.
right, so we may feel a certain way about Ukraine, but would it be safe to say under a humanitarian crisis, would the Ukrainians be able to seek asylum
Absolutely.
in the U.S.? Okay, all
Absolutely.
right.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
100%. Yeah.
All right, so now let's look at these other nationalities they mentioned here. Cubans. Let's talk about the Cubans. What what situation would you think or presume or assume that a Cuban person would be able to access asylum status in the United States?
Well, automatically, I would say, I know this ain't gonna make no sense, but saying they're freeing from a oppressive regime being communism, somehow I think America will eat that shit up, even though it sounds ridiculous. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but yeah, that's what I would
No,
say.
it's cool. Like I said, we just speculate, man.
Okay,
Don't
okay,
nothing,
okay, cool,
don't
cool.
nothing sound crazy. All we doing
Okay,
is speculate.
okay, cool, cool. Okay, so yeah, okay,
Here's an obvious one: the Haitians.
yeah. Oh yeah,
That's obvious. You know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely,
I mean, hell, they damn near done took over the damn government. So
absolutely, absolutely.
I mean that's a given. Nicaraguans again. Hell, to me, anything in Central America is jacked up.
Facts, facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I give you Central America. So said Monolith, okay, all right, which combines safe, orderly, and lawful pathways to the United States, including authorization to work with significant consequences for those who fail to use those pathways. We are also continuing the process with respect to Venezuelans. Through the CBP app, that's the app. Remember we were talking about the app the other day.
Mm-hmm.
CBP One app. We are also providing a new mechanism for non-citizens to schedule appointments to present themselves at ports of entry. So you ain't even got to go up to the police. But before you get to the gate, you can go to the app and digitally surrender.
Wow.
You can go.
Make a reservation.
Before you even get there, you can
God damn.
reserve your surrender,
Right.
and it'll be ready for you when you get to the gate, like Uber Eats.
Yeah, like
You
Uber
go
Eats.
pick up your order.
Like going to a restaurant. Yep.
What they call it? You know
Reservation.
something?
Oh.
Yeah. They got the pickup order online. That's what they got.
Curbside. Curbside. Yeah, curbside.
Curbside surrender.
Curbside surrender.
So by the time you get to the gate, your paperwork and everything will be ready for you.
All ready for you. Goddamn, bro. You can't make this shit up.
All right, so hold on.
Curbside surrender. Oh my God. Okay. Okay.
All right, so
okay. All right.
what it says, CBP1 will be used to help ensure safe and orderly processing at ports of entry. DHS is increasing and enhancing the use of expedited removal under Title 8 authorities for those who cannot be processed under the Title 42 public health order. So now keep in consideration, we talked, this is the old article. This article was in January.
Okay.
So they basing it off of, they put Title 42 in it because they still expect expulsion up until now. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah.
These efforts include surging personnel and resources, and enrolling individuals under the Asylum Processing Interim Final Rule published in March 2022. As a complement to these efforts, and in response to the unprecedented surge in migration across the hemisphere, and to reduce encounters at our border, DHS and Department of Justice intend to shortly issue a proposed rule that will, subject to public comment, incentivize the use of the new and existing lawful processes available in the United States and partner nations. Go ahead.
So DHS, that's also the people that do food stamps.
No, that's Homeland Security.
Oh. Here. Okay. Never mind. I'm getting it confused with.
What you talking about? DFACS?
Yeah, when I hear DHS, I think of TFAX and all that shit. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Go ahead, bro. Yeah. Go ahead. But hold on. Let me say this real quick. Those people coming in is going to affect food stamps, is it not?
We'll get into that, bro.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'm going. Okay, I'm okay.
And place certain conditions. Now, hold on. Let me stop.
Okay.
Border Patrol, they're subordinates under DHS. Do that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Border Patrol is a federal law enforcement agency under Department of Homeland Security.
It makes perfect sense. All right,
cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm. It sure does.
And place certain conditions on asylum eligibility for those who fail to do so. DHS will continue to monitor developments on the southwest border and will accelerate or implement additional measures as needed, consistent with applicable court order. So, in a nutshell, they're talking about, okay, this is the plan that we got set up for when this time comes, right?
Right.
We're gonna continue with what we've been doing with Title 42, but we're gonna have to eventually streamline the process of asylum seekers based off of how we've been doing it with the Venezuelans and with the Ukrainians. Now, with the what this article didn't mention, remember, Ukrainians and Venezuelans, because Venezuelans was coming in before C-19.
Right, that's right.
But those were particular instances where the U.S. was helping those particular people get over here. Remember, the Ukrainians was getting Delta flights to the United States.
Sure was. Yep.
They wasn't getting damn. We need to find out how we're gonna get to Mexico. No, they wasn't doing that.
Nah, straight to goddamn Hartsfield. Yep.
Yeah, I'm talking about nonstop flight.
Yep.
No layovers and nothing. You know what I'm saying? The
First
Venezuelans, if I remember correctly, they were getting flights as well. Now you had some Venezuelans that were going all the way from Venezuela and trekking all the way from Central America into Mexico to try to get over here. Right. But there was a humanitarian effort from the United States to get them over there. Remember what's the guy name in Venezuela?
Maduro.
Is that his name?
Yeah, Maduro. Yep.
Yeah, remember, he was talking some shit about the United States, and it was some stuff going on. It was tensions between the United States and Venezuela at that time.
Especially they tried to assassinate him. Yeah, they tried to assassinate him.
Especially when they had the hyperinflation, and then it got to a point where the dollar, it was nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a humanitarian effort on the U.S.'s part to get people up out of there. Right. So you did have Venezuelans via United States coming over here to seek asylum. That's why it was so easy for them, because they didn't have to deal with no border. Department of Homeland Security didn't have, so they was like, okay, based off of that model that we use for the Ukrainians and the Venezuelans, this is how we're going to
that's right,
streamline the asylum seeking process, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense.
All right, so we're saying country-specific enforcement processes. I'm not going to read all that. I'll read the first couple of sentences. It said, building upon the success of uniting for Ukraine, whatever that's supposed to mean, and the process for Venezuelans announced in October, which combine a safe and lawful pathway with a consequence for failing the use of the pathway. So basically what they're saying is, hey, look, we put a system in place for these refugees to come over here. If they fail to use that system that we put in place, yes, ain't coming over here.
Right, yep.
Today's announcement establishes similar processes for Cuban, Haitian, and Nicaraguan nationals. So that's basically what we just read. Let's see. Haiti, so tomorrow order can apply. Safe and orderly process for port entries. So in this next part of the article, it talks about basically the points of entry. You got Arizona, which is the Nogales. That's where the border is at. Then, of course, Texas with Brownsville, Hidalgo, Laredo, Eagle Pass, and El Paso. And then California with Calexico,
yeah,
and San Ysidro. That's down there by Tijuana and all that, ain't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. On this particular part, it's talking about expedited removal, so it's still talking about Title 42 is still in place. Don't get it twisted. Mm-hmm. Of course now it's not, but again, the time of this article. So yeah, that's that for that. So we got two different perspectives. Like I said at the beginning, we got the perspective from the human rights, quote unquote, activists. Then we got it coming straight from the horse's mouth. So now we about to go in the belly of the beast, so to speak. Let's go to Title 42 itself. So that's what we're gonna do. And like I said, the way it's written, I can't understand that. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna try to break it down right here on the arena. We damn sure gonna try, if anything. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So let me share my screen. Boom. Let me know if you can share my screen. This is DOJ website.
Yep, I see it.
All right. So this DOJ website, Title 42, the Public Health and Welfare Code. Chapter 21C, protection of religious exercise in land. See, it's already acting crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look in it and we're gonna see what's what. No government shall oppose. So it's basically breaking down the different criteria for asylum. Not too much going into, because we already know what Title 42 is from a health standpoint. But what is asylum within itself, right? So it says substantial burdens. This is subpart A in chapter 21C, right? Subpart A, subpart 1. General rule: no government, and I know you probably can't see this, but because it's small as hell. Let me see if I can. Where's the where I can blow it up at? Oh hell!
Should be on the side, on the right upper side. You should see like little three dots.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. No government shall impose or implement a land use regulation in a manner that imposes a substantial burden on a religious exercise of a person, including a religious assembly or institution, unless the government demonstrates that imposition of the burden of that person. So you're talking about religion, like it's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
type,
Yeah.
it's all type of stuff that goes into
Oh
the
shit. So I was right when I was telling Buddy. Actually, I was right. I was just guessing. I was shooting the shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. But that falls in line with that discussion me and my friend had today. Yeah.
now like I said, check it out what it say. Like this is what from a I don't want to use the word human right, but just from a right on the outside looking in, it says no government shall impose or implement a land use regulation in a matter that imposes a substantial burden on the religious exercise. So basically, what it's saying is no government has the right to
Impose the
to
theocracy.
no with this particular rule, it's saying no person has the right to regulate land based off of how you want to practice on that land. Do that make sense? That's
Yeah.
what this rule is saying.
Okay.
Let's go back to my
Can we
debate.
simplify? Yeah, yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Yeah, yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Let's go back to my debate. You remember when I was talking about the Pact of Umar, when it was saying on this land we can't erect any more monasteries or churches, or this would be that same thing.
Right. Okay, got it.
So basically it's breaking that, and it's got all types of subparts in this, right?
Yes.
So let's go to another one. Let me see. Call of action, full faith and credit, adjudication of a claim of a violation in section, yeah, shall be construed to amend or appeal the prison litigation reform act of 1995. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of legal jargon is what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm
Got you.
saying?
Got you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's given all. That ain't the only one. Let me see. Let me see. See, I don't know how to get to all of. I don't know how to get to all of it. Title 42. Let me see. Let me see something. And I had it when I was in my truck too, man. Let's see. Well, in any event, like I said, we talking about the DOJ. All the DOJ is basically here for is to break down from a legal standpoint all the criteria for asylum. But at the end of Title 42, it clearly states through the expedition of Title 8 and public health care, we can expedite the expulsion of that right of official asylum. Do that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna stop sharing that. Okay, so before we go any further, you got anything on that, Black Son? And matter of fact, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Okay, got it. Got it.
Give me like 2 seconds.
Okay, no problem. No problem. So yeah, y'all, we here breaking down Title 42, which has expired. MD's going. We're going through it. We're combing through it. Y'all may or may not have people that trying to get over here. You know, not that I'm trying to advocate or condone, but like I said, I did have a conversation. I just happened to have a conversation with somebody from Jordan, that comes from a very harsh theocratic nation. And yeah, we talked, and he's like, yeah, you want to come on over here. So religion was part of the criteria. So MD just read it. And of course, I'm gonna go back after the show, and I'm gonna make sure that I thoroughly understand it before I bring it to my homie. And then, yeah, okay, I think MD's back. You back, MD?
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Okay,
you
okay.
keep your spiel, man. You ain't gotta stop because of
No,
me.
I was just basically saying I'm gonna go back through it because, like I said, I talked to somebody today actually, even before you told me you were gonna do the show. This guy again, I've known. Well, I know this guy through the internet. Let me just say that, and yeah, he's in a very let's just say a very theocratic country, hardcore theocracy, and yeah, we talked about this because he said he can't get his visa. He can't, we talked about the legit way. So you know, I told him, well, they, I was like, they,
Right.
doing what they do. So yeah, so
All right, so cool. So I did all of that so we could try to get like a basic understanding of what Title 42 is, right? Now, what does this got to do with black folks? And is everything that DOJ just said, Department of Homeland Security just said, is that true? Now, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let me present my screen one more time. And this is from a simple Google search, right? And we're going to go to this website too. Hold on.
okay.
All I typed in was, can Mexicans seek asylum after Title 42 ends? Right? That's all I said in the Google.
Yeah.
I asked Google that.
Right.
This is what it gave me. And this is from SEER.edu. A sober assessment of the growing U.S. asylum backlog. Right?
Ooh, yep.
Nationality, the first one on the list is
Mexico.
what?
Mexico.
Will I be damned?
Yeah.
In the fiscal year 2021, 94,357 Mexicans. Now we just talked about Venezuela.
Right.
Venezuela in the fiscal year 2021 only had 30,398 refugees. At the end of November 2022, 82,000. Now this is on top now.
Yeah.
Well, remember what a fiscal year is. Fiscal year, that's it. So the number in the fiscal year of 2021 was 94,357. By the end of November 2022, because this year's fiscal year ended, I forgot when the fiscal years end. I think it's April to April. I could be wrong. But by the end of 2022, because this when this data was here, it was 82,837. So guess what you got to do? You got to add 94,357 plus 82,837 people.
Right.
Now, it was a bump in Venezuela at that time, 71,991. That's because, like, again, it was starting to ramp up as far as like the asylum. Cuba fiscal year 2021 only had 12,913. So let's go into this website because they got the data in here. Let's go into this website. A sober assessment of the growing U.S. asylum backlog. Backlog, that's a very important word. Mm-hmm. Why is it a backlog?
Because people waiting.
Let's read this top paragraph. This was published in December 22nd, 2022. The latest available data reveals that the number of asylum seekers waiting for asylum hearings in the U.S. has now reached at least 1,565,966 individuals. About half of this total, or 787,882, are waiting for hearings before judges in the immigration courts housed in the DOJ. The other half, which is 778,084 asylum seekers, are waiting for hearings before the United States Citizenship and Immigration Service, meaning they already pretty much done went past the asylum part. They just waiting to be naturalized.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I got a question. So for these people, because you said they're waiting, are they in holding cells or are they walking around free? Can we be more? Can you elaborate on that?
Well, we ain't got that far yet.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm jumping ahead. I'm sorry. I don't mean to do
Oh,
that,
really?
but yeah.
No, you good. You're the immigration
Okay.
service. Asylum officers who are housed in the Department of Homeland Security. Many other asylum seekers have been allowed to enter the United States to go through the asylum process, but have not yet submitted an asylum application. These asylum applicants, nearly 1.6 million, represent the largest total number of pending asylum applications on record. Asylum backlogs are not new. Blah 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 blah. Okay, in recent years, with political, economic, and environmental instability in places like Mexico,
Mm-hmm.
Venezuela, Haiti, Central America, Ukraine, and elsewhere, the United States has seen a growth in migrants' needs that outpace even the growing number of immigration judges and asylum officers, added by both Democratic and Republican administrations. So basically saying they coming in too goddamn fast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's obvious.
So let's get down here. Asylum seekers before the immigration court. At the end of the fiscal year 2012, over 100,000 asylum cases were pending in the immigration court's backlog. A decade later, the backlog had grown over sevenfold to over 750,000 cases in September at the end of the fiscal year 2022. Since then, in just the first 2 months of the fiscal year 2023, October through November of 2022, the asylum backlog jumped by over 30,000 new cases.
Mm.
And it gives us the graph there. We can look 2022, just hovering around 100,000. And the some bits growing all the way up to this
Steady
fiscal
growing.
year.
Yep, steady growing.
And now this is backlog cases.
Right. So, all right. Jesus Christ.
You know what I mean? This is not even people that's
Freshly
got
getting a new idea, right?
granted citizenship. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at another chart here. Asylum cases added to immigration court backlog each year, fiscal year 2013 to 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Added. 2013 is barely any. In 2013, of new cases. 2014, 15, 16. Look how it jumped from 16 to 17.
Yep. It's crazy.
It jumped. Now,
Yeah.
now. Let me put my tinfoil hat.
Okay.
You got a significant jump here from 2016 to 2017. And it stays pretty much stable all the way up to 2020.
That's right.
What are these years, sir?
These are I want to say wait a minute.
Look at the years very closely.
Right?
Just look at them. Take your time.
Oh, these are election years.
Who was the president at this time, sir?
2018, 20. Well, Obama or Trump? Wait a minute. Hold on.
Trump became president in 2016.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, there you go. Yep. Mm-hmm.
When did Trump leave office?
He left in what was it? 2020. 2020. Damn.
Look at 2020 and then look at 2021.
2021. It drops.
Give me a reason why you think it dropped.
Let me put my tinfoil hat on.
It ain't no tinfoil hat. We just talked about it this whole time.
Right. I don't know, man. You let me know, bro, because I don't want to.
What got instituted? We talked. It's in the title. Title 42 happened.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Title 42 happened in 2020.
All right.
2021 it dropped significantly because of Title 42.
Right. Boom.
And then you start getting a little uptick in 2022, 2023. Now these are In the dark blue, these are the cases as of right now. Well, not as of right now, as of December 2022. Look at the light blue. What does the light blue mean? The light blue is expected.
Projected increase, right? Ooh, look at that shit.
And what happens in right now? What happened in 2023? Title 42 ends.
We got elections coming.
Well, Title 42 ended.
Well, yeah, that's right. So it's projected. Oh yeah.
Give me one more second, back then. Give me one more second.
All right, no problem. No, yeah. Take time. Yeah, you cooking, bro. You cooking. I'm just, yeah, man. I'm just taking it all in, man. If I seem a little, it's because I'm writing down stuff and I'm trying to process all of this. So, I know you be asking me questions, man. I be meant on the writing, so I do apologize, but I'm taking all this. Like I said, this is all new information tonight. So, yeah, I'm taking a lot of notes, and like I said, I got people who going to want this information. So y'all excuse me. Yeah, like I said, I'm just taking down notes here. Dig what I'm saying? Okay. You know what I'm saying?
You know, lighter.
Hold on. Give me another minute now.
Okay, no problem. Okay, as I was saying, y'all, I'm taking.
Oh, okay. It's cool. I'm back.
Okay, cool. Okay.
All right. So, we was talking about the projected cases, right? All right. Let's go down some more. And this table right here was just giving you the numbers, the actual physical numbers of the same chart that's up top. Right. That's all that's doing. Let's read this little paragraph. There are two main types of asylum applications, each decided, at least at first, by a different federal agency. Most asylum applications today are considered defensive applications and filed in response to the DHS initiating removal proceeding in immigration court by filing a notice to appear. Basically, what they're saying is you got some defensive cases where the asylum seeker is in immigration court, and the recommendation by Homeland Security is to not give this person asylum. And it's up to the judge to decide if this person fits that criteria for asylum or not. That's a defensive case.
Yes.
An individual may claim that they are entitled to asylum as a defense against removal, deportation. Stop right there. Based off of that, what that sentence just said, who fits for the most part that particular case in immigration court? You should know the answer.
I would say Haitian.
Haitian?
Yeah.
Why would you say Haitian?
I don't know. What's the right answer, MD? I'm taking down notes, man. So I'm a little out. I'm taking down notes, brother.
Bro, let's read it again because I want you to get the right context. An individual may then claim that they are entitled. Now, you just literally just got finished talking about this. It was either yesterday. It was one of those days.
Oh, Ukrainians. Okay, got you.
Well, no, not Ukrainians either. No, and an individual may then claim that they are entitled to asylum as a defense against removal, i.e., deportation. The deportation word should have gave it away. Although in most cases, the migrants came to the U.S. for the purpose of seeking asylum in the first place. We talk about Mexicans, man.
Okay.
They the main deported group here in this country.
Oh, okay.
And via Title 8 in the U.S. code, once you get deported one time, and then you try to come back seeking asylum, you automatically not granted it because you got deported.
Right, exactly. Okay.
So affirmative applications, in contrast, are those which are filed with USCIS. However, if USCIS denies the affirmative asylum application, the agency then generally refers the application to the immigration court within the immigration court context. This is still considered an affirmative application. Thus, unsuccessful affirmative asylum applications could make their way to a second hearing and decision by an immigration judge and become part of the court's asylum backlog. So, an affirmative immigration case is when the case is filed on behalf of a person from United States Customs and Immigration. Do that make sense?
Yep.
So basically all the Ukrainians, all the Ukrainians, when they came over here, they came over here on behalf of United States Customs.
Right.
As a I don't want to say goodwill, but as a humanitarian crisis.
Yeah, humanitarian crisis. Yep, there you go.
So that would be an affirmative immigrant case.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all that means.
Bet.
Let's look at this graph. Immigration court asylum backlog. Affirmative cases versus defensive. Look at the affirmative cases.
Let's see.
Look how low that shit is.
And defensive. Wow.
Look at the defensive case.
Wow. Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, clear as day.
All right, let's just read this paragraph. Custody of asylum seekers, a major political debate, one which is playing out in part in the United States federal courts, continues to rage over whether asylum seekers should be detained while their cases are waiting to be heard. As a practical matter, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, currently is detaining just 29,000 immigrants. Detaining everyone in just the current immigration court asylum backlog will require more than 27 times current detention numbers. Stop right there. So basically what it's saying is we don't even so once you seek asylum, and this goes back to what you were saying, once you seek asylum, at that point in time, the process starts.
Yes.
You have to have somewhere to house these potential asylum seekers.
Right.
With that being said, give me another minute. I gotta go run and give me like 30 seconds.
No problem. No
Right,
problem.
break that down.
All right. So shout out to GTO, shout out to Juju, shout out to people in the clouds. Yeah. We breaking this whole thing down. As I'm taking notes, I'm trying to damn line it up right now. So I had to come off my notes and actually read what he was saying, but let me hold it down for you. But yeah, again, y'all, because I'm looking for specific criterias here as I'm taking my notes. But yeah, man, if y'all know people, man, taking I don't know. Well, first of all, I don't know how y'all feel about this, but again, there's a little window. There's a window of opportunity here to get in the country, basically. And so, yeah, I think people are taking advantage of it. And if there's going to be people coming in here, I guess they're going to need the right information. So here we are with the right information, and we're going to break down the criterias and all that. I'm taking notes as I go along here. And hopefully, let's see, I need to pull this up thing because it's a little small on my end. But yeah, there's so many criterias. And then, like I said, some of the criteria seem kind of vague, but these documents break it down. So, and then you have to see if, like, let's just say hypothetically, I'm just going to say hypothetically, if a person wants to come into this country, and you just have to look at the different examples. So, okay, we got MD back. What up, MD?
Well, you just gonna stop yourself mid-sentence because I'm like, oh, okay, cool, man, cool. So again, we talk about the custody of asylum seekers, right? Did I read that already? Oh yeah, I did. Okay, all right. So let's look at this graph right here. Immigration court asylum backlog. The people that are detained Look at the blue line. Just look at
Okay.
it.
Let's see. It's saying it's flatlining.
It's flat.
Yeah, it's flat. Okay, damn.
The yellow line, the yellow line are the people that are released. Now, understand these are people that are released into the United States while waiting on asylum.
Right. So no holding cell. Gotcha. Okay. That answers my question. All right.
So they were detained at one point in time, but then they were released.
Right.
Now remember what it say: immigration court asylum backlog. These are talking about the people that
Right. Waiting.
detained, then released. In the yellow, look at never detained. In the red or brown or whatever that is.
Yeah. Yep. Never.
So I mean,
Never.
the majority of people that's coming into this country seeking asylum, they aren't ever detained for any point in time.
Okay, that answers my question. Yeah. Yeah,
Hell,
man.
at this point, all they got to do is sign into the app. They can walk right past goddamn border patrol.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I'm getting, man, this is good
It's like
information.
hell. It's like going into like when you go to a football game or a baseball game, you got your ticket on your phone. They just scan your goddamn phone.
Scan it and go. Yep, scan it and go. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm taking notes. Like I said, I got somebody, so I'm just taking notes, man. Y'all listening, y'all take notes. Yeah, I'm taking notes, brother. I'm taking notes because this thing is a lot of information you bringing us, MD. So
no doubt. Okay,
brother, I'm taking notes. Yeah, I'm taking.
No, it's
notes.
all good. All right, let's look at representation. Right, representation. Talking about legal representation in the courts.
Okay.
Without representation, many asylum seekers are unable to complete the paperwork needed to file a formal asylum application. Hence, these individuals never end up part of the asylum backlog, and they never receive a hearing before an immigration judge on their asylum claims. Nonetheless, some unrepresented immigrants do manage to file an application. That's important to note. Nonetheless, some unrepresented immigrants do manage to file an application. In cases decided in the fiscal year 2022, less than 1 out of the 10 asylum seekers were unrepresented. So they saying, look, it's highly especially with the advocacy groups that we got today, chances are you're gonna get representation based off of the human rights groups. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Right.
So let's look at this graph. More in asylum backlog find attorneys the longer they have waited. So dark brown, you got represented, light brown or yellow, whatever color that is unrepresented. And pretty much, the numbers are high with the represented.
Right.
You know what I mean? 2023 though, it's kind of up there as far as unrepresented. For what reason? I mean, I'm assuming because they were in waiting when it came to Title 42. You know what I mean? Maybe a lot of these groups just didn't have the resources. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This talking about gender and age. I don't care about that. Asylum seekers by nationality. Asylum seekers recorded as speaking 418 different languages from 219 different countries, plus those who are stateless or from countries that no longer exist are in the current immigration court's asylum backlog.
Donbass.
I don't
No. They're never mind. I was joking. That was a joke, bro. No. Keep going. That was a corny joke, bro. Yeah.
But some countries dominate the asylum rolls. Indeed, nearly 6 out of every 10, that's 59%, come from just 5 countries. Guatemala has the largest number of asylum seekers. That's one of those. That's one of those countries. I live around Guatemala right now.
Yep.
They got 111,184 in the current court's backlog. This is followed by Honduras. That's another one of the countries.
Yep.
With 101,195 in El Salvador. That's a trifecta right there.
Mm-hmm.
Together, these 3 countries from so-called Northern Triangle comprise 39% of the court's asylum backlog. Mexico, with 82,837 asylum seekers, and Venezuela, with 71,991, complete the list of the top 5. Now, we essentially talking about Mexico and northern Central America. Like I said earlier, I'll give you Central America. I'll give that one to you. As a whole, Mexico as a country as a whole, would you consider any of that in criteria for asylum? I'm asking you the question again, just like I asked you earlier.
Yeah.
You would?
Jesus Christ. Yes. What the hell?
So Mexico to you is a what's the word I want to use? Mexico is a damn near war-torn country.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you could, well, I consider, let me make the straight because I know we probably don't agree on this. I consider cartels fighting in a civil war. So, yes, I would definitely say that. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. I got you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's look at this graph. Now, this graph here, it's talking about the change in immigration court asylum backlog since fiscal year 2021. So if we look at the country breakdowns, it's some in the negative, some in the positive. It's basically giving you the differential, if that makes sense. So the differential for the top one, that would be Venezuela, is plus over 40,000. So the differential in terms of the amount in the backlog, the differential is plus 40,000. Whereas a country like El Salvador, the differential is negative, we'll say 15,000. That's damn near in the middle between 10 and 20. So Venezuela is on the uptick based off of the current situation in Venezuela, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas El Salvador is slightly going down because hell, it damn near ain't nobody in El Salvador no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I mean, look at the countries that's in the negative. That you even got China in the negative. Well, you know,
Right.
everybody, I guess they chilling in China. You know what I'm saying? But Guatemala, El Salvador, and Mexico, because there's so many people coming over here. The numbers are dwindling as far as the backlog system or the people that's coming. Hell, because it ain't the well running dry. You know what I'm saying? Either that or they dead. So that lets you know how many people from these countries, El Salvador, Mexico, Guatemala, Nicaragua, all these Central and Central American countries are coming over here. Honduras, like they getting up through there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hell, these places are gonna be wastelands in a couple decades. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody gonna be there.
Right.
Except for the elites. That's all gonna be there. We talk about the cartel, that's all gonna be in Mexico. It's gonna be cartel land. Because that's all gonna be there.
That's what's there now. That's why. Right.
So yeah, that's that graph. Change and now this graph here is basing it off of it's basing the backlog by state. So once you get assigned to a particular immigration case, they assign it to certain states. Now let me go back up. See, I had this earlier. How they talked about it. Asylum backlog differ by court location. It says historically, immigration courts in California and New York have had the largest asylum caseload. Yeah, that's right. So basically, what they do is they assign every state has an immigration court. They assign once you get to the border, once you can file the proper paperwork, this, that, and the third, they assign you a case, whether it be a defensive or affirmative case. That case could be anywhere in the United States.
Right.
But based off of certain subsidies or certain needs that can be given out or allocated the most, you'll get assigned to that state. Do that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. So it said change in immigration court asylum backlog. So we're talking about the backlog still, right?
Right.
Florida is way in the positive on their backlog. Damn near 50,000 cases.
Right.
California is actually in the negative. And that is very surprising. You would think that California would be one of the leading states. But as of right now, they actually in the negative differential when it comes to their backlog. I can give you a hypothesis as to why. Because hell, ain't nowhere, again, and this goes to your point, Black Son. They assign these cases based off of the assistance that particular state can give. Do that make sense?
Yeah, perfect sense. That's why Chicago and Texas were having that little spat. That goes along with that article you did last week. Was it last week or the week before last? Where Chicago is complaining to Texas, and but yeah, we talked about that. So yeah,
right. So they assign you a particular case in whatever state. Also, again, remember, you don't get detained. Pretty much, as the graphic shows, you don't get detained after you apply for the status. So you can go wherever the hell you want to go.
Right.
But
exactly.
For the most part, you going where the subsidies are at. You going where the assistance is at.
Well, yeah, that would only make sense. You don't want to be stuck out there,
Yeah. You're gonna be homeless otherwise, right?
Right, you're gonna be fucked up, right? You're gonna be starving. So yeah, you better go to where, which kind of, I mean, you know what? And I mean, I know you're on the road right now, but see, that's what Texas was telling goddamn Chicago. They're like, yo, y'all wanted this, y'all prepared for it. We weren't down with it, so we don't have the shit for them. So send them to your state. Y'all wanted them here. Take care of them. Am I right in saying this, MD?
Yeah, but that particular case or that particular situation is based off of illegal immigrants. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Okay, I got what you're saying. Right.
Yeah, this right here is just dealing with the asylum people.
Right, gotcha.
Because illegal immigrants can't get no substance. They don't even supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But the asylum seekers get government assistance. Now the Democrats want the illegals to get government assistance too. And if it was up to them, they'll get the same shit that asylum people will get. Mm-hmm. But in any event, based off the government assistance that asylum seekers could get, if we're gonna put our investigative hat on, Florida is the top state right now.
Right.
Look at Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Far ahead of any other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And these ain't all the states, but of course, what if I'm seeking asylum? What the hell I'm going to Idaho or Utah? What the hell I'm gonna do there? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
But the crazy part about it is, I'm pretty sure they got hella money because they immigrant population is real low. Like real low.
That makes sense, but yeah.
But they don't want your black ass there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm basing it off of like they state GDP.
Right.
They state GDP will show just from layman's terms that they would have the money to accommodate these people. But these people ain't going there. Why? I don't know. Hell, if you are seeking asylum, if I'm the government and you seeking asylum, why do you get to choose where you live? This is where I'm gonna put your ass.
Because a lot of them people, I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of them people are going to where their families tell them to go. So a lot of them already have families here, and so that's why a lot of them end up in California, Chicago, Texas, the bigger cities as opposed to Idaho or Wyoming because their family's already here. New Mexico, Colorado, that kind of shit. So that's
Yeah, I
just
get it.
that's my guess. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But no, you're making a
They ain't
good
tell
point.
them. They ain't telling them to go to Idaho, huh?
No. No, they not telling them to go to Idaho. Even though Idaho, like you said, would most likely have more resources for them as opposed to a California where they gotta wait, or damn, even in Atlanta. In Atlanta, you gonna wait. Shit.
Right.
Our population is bulging out the seams and shit. But like you said, Idaho or even hell, even a Wyoming, like a fucking Wyoming, I'm sure, man. But again, these people are comfortable in these states because you got, I would say this. I'm guessing people don't want to move in the middle of nowhere. That's just my guess. I'm taking an estimated guess on that, bro. And then, like I say, family members, they doing what their family members tell them to do. The family members tell them, no, come to California, come to. They're not thinking like we thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're thinking about their immediate surroundings, like California, Atlanta, Chicago. They're not thinking about a Wyoming. I mean, how many Mexicans you think live in Wyoming?
Man, those some they like roaches at this point. I see them in the craziest place. Man, I remember I remember when I was still on the road, man. I was in Rapid City, South Dakota, bro. Like and it was the middle of winter.
Right.
Like that shit was like another world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
I was scared as hell. It was snowing.
Right.
I was in the middle of nowhere, and it was Mexicans up there, bro. At first I thought maybe they was like Indians or something. They were like, nah, they were Mexican. They were speaking Spanish and shit. I'm like, how the hell y'all end up here? How? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Okay. So then I
Like,
guess that would be
Mexicans don't give a damn. Is what I'm telling you.
so
They
that
they're
just
they're a different breed. Now everybody else I can't speak for, but them damn Mexicans, like I said, bro, they'll survive with nuclear war. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers, they everywhere, dog. But
okay.
that's me being racist. Let me stop.
I mean, we're trying to get down to the bottom of this, man. Realistically, this is what we're trying to do because, like, I that basically debunks what I just said. So I'm learning.
Well, but that's a that's only one group. I can't say that for everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was actually speaking on Mexicans when I said that.
Okay, okay,
When
okay.
I don't talk about any other people but Mexicans. Those are the ones I know. I don't, and then it's a small percentage that are because most of your Arabs come here legitly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
then
yeah.
now this I'm gonna just say this: most of the Jamaicans I know come here legitly. So I'm always leaning towards South Americans, Jamaicans. Most of the Asian people I know are here legitly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going by my personal experience. Not to say that, there aren't people of those nationalities that are not coming here illegally. I'm just saying, based on my experience, it's always been Mexicans. So that's when I'm saying I'm referring to Mexicans or people from Hispanics. That's what I'm saying. Let me say Hispanics because even Mexicans is kind of I don't want to use that term so loosely.
Right, right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, just from my experience, it ain't nowhere that I've been in this country where I ain't seen no Mexican. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree with that. I would definitely co-sign that 100%. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say the same thing. Yeah, yeah.
All
You
right. So
know,
no doubt. So we'll move on down the chart here. So this particular chart estimated wait times for pending asylum cases, basically saying what's the average wait time for a case to be heard based on state. So we just talked about is where Florida at? Florida not even on here. Oh yeah, here they
oh,
go. Oh, the top one.
okay.
Florida, you averaging around 1,300 days. You know what I'm saying for your case get heard. The largest is Nebraska. Nebraska with around we'll say 2,200. 2,200 days. How long is that? Long
22
ass
days.
time.
That's about a month. Yeah.
No, 2,200 days.
Oh, 2,200. That's a couple. That's 2, 3 years, 4 years. Oh shit, that's a couple of years, bro.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
let
yeah,
me
that's a
let me
couple of
break out
years.
the trusted calculator here. Hold on.
Yeah, that's about at least 4 years. I would say 4 or 5 years.
So we're gonna say 2,200
Yeah, 2,200.
divided by 365.
Yeah, it might be
Yep.
more. Shit.
That's 6.027 years. So a little over 6 years.
Oh shit. Yeah, yeah. Sound
When the
about
case
right.
again,
Jesus Christ.
that's a long ass time.
That's a long
All,
time, bro.
all the while, you're an unregistered citizen of the United States, getting all the subsidies from the United States. Tell me what sense do that make?
Yeah,
Crazy as hell.
yeah, it's crazy.
You getting government assistance to live.
Yeah.
You working.
Hmm.
Hell, you driving a car,
Yep.
doing everything that my people fought the damn do.
Hmm.
And you doing it here undocumented, waiting on a damn court case
Yeah.
in 6 years.
That's your Democrats for you.
Crazy as hell.
It's the Democratic Party. But hey,
Serious estimated wait time, scheduling hearing. I think that's pretty much no scheduled hearing. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. This graph talk about no scheduled hearing. The most is Washington, over 60% of their asylum seekers ain't even been scheduled a hearing yet.
right.
That's all that's saying.
Too many damn people. Shit.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So it was important for me to go through that because I wanted to give you a snapshot of the how this process strains
This system,
not
yeah.
on the system. Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah, yeah. Strange system.
And as a result, with it straining the system, it strains monies from states that's supposed to be going to low income families.
Right. It's
I.e.,
basically, yeah, it's a
go ahead.
domino effect. Yeah, no, I'm saying it's a domino effect. It affects a whole lot. Like you said, when you're dealing with food stamp housing, medical. Let's start talking about medical.
Yeah, because
I mean, yeah, it's a
under
domino.
that status, they get free health care.
Exactly right.
They get housing vouchers. They get pretty much free education for their kids.
Right.
They get everything, and they got a job on top of that.
So every
And
well,
they get to live. They get to live and have a disposable income
mm-hmm.
on top of all of that.
Oh, whoa. Say that again. So they can work and get assistance.
Yeah, because they get temporary visa
Right.
by the government.
Damn.
How do you think again? Okay. Remember, I told you about the story about the guy I went to school with, and it wasn't Kosovo. My bad. It was Bosnia.
Yeah.
During when Bosnia happened in the early 90s.
Yep, I remember that shit.
A lot of Bosnians came over here under refugee status. And he was the only sole white person at my elementary school. Sole white person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The house that they lived in, I remember it like it was yesterday. The house that they lived in, it got foreclosed on.
Mm.
The state bought the house or the state did something to the house from the bank or whatever,
mm-hmm.
and used it
and saved it.
And used it through government assistance. Basically, they got Section 8 is what they got at the end of the day, where they only had to pay like a couple $100 a month. You know what I'm saying? If that.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And they stayed in that house all the way up until we graduated. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Now that was shit. That was like 93. Like we was little kids. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I grew up with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But all the while they lived in that Section 8 house. His dad got a job. His dad got a car. All that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now this is a black neighborhood we talking about.
Yeah.
Black neighborhood.
Yeah.
Let's use the East Africans as an example. Somalian Civil War. Where I grew up at, there was some projects nearby. Them damn Somalians took over them damn project.
Yeah.
Under refugee status.
Mm-hmm.
Half the damn projects was Somali. Free housing. The Somalis was able to get jobs at the damn DeKalb County Farmers Market, like all of them do.
Oh, yep, that's right. Yep. Oh, you ain't lying about that, bro. Oh shoot. You ain't lying.
I love the DeKalb County Farmers Market.
I love it too. I love it too. But you're right. I never even paid attention. But yeah, all of them, the whole population is all Somalian.
All of them.
Yeah, all of them. Yep.
You know what I mean? And they got disposable income. And they was able to take care of their families based off of that. Because everything was free.
Yep. Damn.
Everything. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So this is how it negatively affects Black Americans. Because for one thing, they taking up space in our community.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one. Second, they taking away government funding that could be used in other places.
So you're saying all these people coming in gonna affect the food stamps? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I mean, in the sense of weaning us off of food stamp, that money could be going to something else in the community.
There you have it, y'all. There you have it. I just like I said, it's a domino effect, brother. It's a domino effect, and like I'm saying, I just use food stamp as because it's something relatable. But hell, it goes on and on and on. Like you said, they get jobs. I mean, I just wanted when I said food stamp, I just wanted to keep it simple as possible. But yes,
yeah. I mean, but yeah, they getting food stamps, but that could be going somewhere else.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you, brother. Yep.
And in a situation like us in Metro Atlanta, where money is tight.
Yeah.
Wait, not only that, where you gonna put these people at? Because there ain't nowhere else to live in Atlanta no more.
That's what I guess we were gonna get to that. Oh my gosh. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So as we get pushed out of our own communities via gentrification, we get pushed out further because of you giving the low income housing to these asylum seekers.
Right. Jeez. Well, goddamn.
I mean, we getting pushed all the way out, and that's for every metropolitan city in America. Where can you afford to live in these metropolitan cities? Where? And then you gonna tell me you gonna give low income housing to who? And I can't even afford it. No, that's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work.
Well, it'll work. It's gonna work. That's why you got them Democrats in office.
Well, so as we look into the future in terms of how immigration works here in this country, we really gonna have to take a step back and figure something out as a people where we fit into all this. It's a book. I might end up doing a review on this book, man. It's a book called Back of the Hiring Line. Cool. Back of the Hiring Line. It's by Roy Beck. He's an economist, right?
Yeah, it sounds intense.
Back of the Hiring Line is basically talking about this very situation where Black Americans can't afford to have these immigrants coming in like this because it's to our detriment, because it's going to erase us not only socially but economically.
Facts.
With a people that's already considered a permanent lower class.
Well, hell, I thought these were talking points all the way from the 80s during the Reagan era. I mean, people are just, I mean, wait. Let me get this straight. When did this guy write this book? Because this has been a talking point for a long time, how it affects black people.
I don't know when he wrote it. I can find out real quick though. Hold on,
Okay.
let me see.
But I just want to say this is that this has been a talking point since 1984 during the Reagan era, so I mean, I'm from California, so yeah, this has always been an issue with black people and immigration. So all I want to say to people from Atlanta and everybody, welcome to welcome to the world of immigration, y'all. Oh, welcome to it, man. Welcome to it, because yeah, this is something we've been facing this shit for a long time.
He wrote it 2021. It's
Okay,
recent.
yeah, he late, bro. He late. Yeah, he
It's
late. But
recent.
I
But
definitely, yeah,
I
definitely
mean,
that big, yeah.
he's going at it as far as like how immigration is right now.
Right, it's worse, right? Yeah, but it's not a new talking point. Yeah. Because
So yeah,
back in the day, we just had to worry about Mexicans. Now it's like you said, it's fucking Somalians, it's Ukrainians, it's Ethiopians, it's Chinamen. Yeah, I mean, people from all over, man, all over. Fucking
right.
shit.
And the notion is, well, how can these people come over here and establish themselves economically, and they ain't got a pot to piss in or when to throw it out? Yeah, they getting government assistance, but they're able to work and get it out of the mud, so to speak. And bro, it's not the same. It never will be the same,
Right.
because our social equity is way lower than theirs. They coming over here with zero.
Right.
We born in the negative. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
As far as our social equity,
Break it down. Break it down.
like we born and like I said, this ain't all of us. I ain't trying to put all of us in the pot.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah,
saying.
yeah. Just in generally speaking,
I'm saying generally, black people are born with a certain condition already here in this country. Refugees and immigrants ain't born with that shit. I don't give a damn how bad you had it in your own country. Once you get here, your clock start over. So your economic clock start over. We don't have that opportunity. So we can never dig ourselves out of the hole, because as we continue to dig, we're just going deeper and deeper, because it's no well. It ain't no well. It just ain't. And even if you go into these other ethnic communities, the wealth ain't there either. Now you may say, "What you mean, nigga? Like you go into these places, all you see is like if you go to the East African town, like if you go to Clarkson, all you see is East African stores everywhere, bro. That's called capitalism.
Right.
Everybody don't own that damn East African store. One person do, or a family.
Right.
So, bro, stop using symbolism and as some precursor to what shit's supposed to be like. It ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get out of that, man. We got to start thinking about our pockets and not everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. That's a fact. Yeah.
But yeah, man. So yeah, that's all I got, man. I just wanted to come on and present that little information that I had, man. I that's my little investigative reporting for the week. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it was right on time, man. Because like I said, I've been watching videotapes. So it was like, and they said there was a lot of Chinese people down there, a lot of Chinese, man. But yeah, they're coming, bro. They're coming for you. They coming to a city near you. So, man, I thank you for bringing that information, MD, because, yeah, this is definitely something. I don't want people to get blindsided, especially black people. We get caught up in so many other things, and we don't take time out to um, discuss some of the local and international politics that affect us. Because people on the internet debating flat Earth and shit like that. Shout out to Unc. But yeah, man, we, we yeah. Huh?
I said, well, I'll be damned.
Yeah. Shout out, GTL posted it yesterday. Uncle's debating flat Earth yesterday, man. They had like 900 people in the chat. I say, wow, this is what we're doing. I guess so. So 900 people in the chat want to hear a debate about flat Earth. Shit, they gonna flatten our damn pockets when these goddamn immigrants.
Hey, it's all good, man. It's all good.
Is it
Like
really?
we got our own lane, man.
Yeah, we do. No, we do. I'm we good. I feel sorry for the people who are going to get blindsided. That's all I'm saying, MD. I feel sorry for them. We good.
Well. Do so. So what you're saying is you don't feel sorry for the people that's talking about is Jesus and nigga. You feel sorry for the people that's watching. Cause the people that's debating is Jesus and nigga. They good, man. They getting.
Oh well, shit. Since you put it that way, then if they're good, then fuck it. Okay, I thought they were in the same position as the people watching, but hey, if they're in a good position, then cool for them. But
They got the people. They got the people taking care of them though. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's right. Okay, well then I feel well hell, if they're able to take care of those people, then I guess they're good too. Then MD.
Hey man, I guess. Hey, you
I
know what I'm
guess they're
saying?
good too. So I guess this won't affect them. I guess damn mass migration of immigrants coming from China, Mexico, Venezuela, Ukraine. I guess it ain't gonna affect them. I guess none of them are on food stamps. So yeah, I guess they're good on that. Their schools are going to be good, where their children are going, or their neighborhoods are going to be cool. So yeah, I guess they good. I guess there ain't gonna be no food shortage where in they goddamn grocery stores. I guess they're good. I guess they're good. Shit. I'm just saying, bro. I know whoever it is that it might affect, I hope they don't get blindsided. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't do nothing but wait and see.
Hey, well, we prepared over here on the Arena Uncensored. We prepared, bro, because we own it. So I don't know what to say, man. I mean, if you're worrying about flat Earth, I guess you got it good. I guess you got it good, bro. Because man,
Well,
knowing is half the battle, man. I've always been taught that knowing is half the battle.
it's all good, man. It's all good. So, but yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, I just wanted to come on and present that little information on. I hope it was received well, and yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Again, Tuesdays and Thursdays, watch for the sweep, man. Arena this week.
Yes, sir.
Arena abroad. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And as information comes into play, I may do shows like this every once in a while. You know what I mean? I think it's fun to like take a particular topic and try to break it down as best as possible. At least from my perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Since you brought that up, MD, can you give us a quick update on that Biden investigation?
Well, again, I haven't heard anything besides the press conference. So besides that, I'll be talking about that on the Arena this week on Tuesday.
Okay, cool deal.
But besides that, I haven't heard anything in regards.
Nothing new. Okay.
No, nothing new. But we'll break the press conference down.
Okay, cool.
On Tuesday, and if anything pops up between now and then,
Okay,
we'll talk about it in the Arena this week.
cool.
So yeah, man. Other than that, that's all I got. Any lasting words from you in regards to the topic or anything coming up?
Nah, I took down a lot of notes. Like I said, I took down a lot of notes, and I'm gonna further study, and I'm gonna play back the shows for anything that I missed. But yeah, I took down a lot of notes, man. A lot of good information. Like I said, if you're a person trying to get into this country right now, yeah, this show you did is golden. But just leave it at that.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. And let
Bro,
me
you just don't know, bro. You really just don't know, bro. There's people trying to get in here now.
Yeah, and let me be clear. I don't have an issue with people that's a seeking asylum for a good reason. I don't have an issue with that.
But what do you consider a good reason? See, I'm a little, I gotta.
See me.
Uh-huh.
If I rule the world, right?
Yeah.
In order for me to allow you to have that, because at the end of the day, asylum is a status. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Just like a U.S. citizen is a status.
Absolutely.
Being an asylum, being in asylum is a status.
Okay.
It's got to be, for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be really, really going down. You know what I'm saying? And like
Okay.
I said, it's been certain situations when that's been the case. Bosnia, it was going down. Kosovo,
So,
it was
so
going
then
down.
I gotta. So Mexico, it ain't going down, is what you're saying.
Not like that. In
Okay.
Mex, in
Okay.
Mex, see, I look at Mexico like,
Okay.
if I had to compare Mexico to something, I would compare it to a large scale mafia rule. Do that make sense?
Yeah, no, you're making very good points, but some people can't live under that. Is what I'm trying to say. Some people can't live under that.
Well. That's when the government. What happened to the mafia? The mafia went underground because government got on their ass.
Yeah, our government.
Well,
Mexico,
Mexico got a government, don't they?
not like our government.
Well, a lot of our government was looking the other way on a lot of shit too.
Mm.
Until J. Edgar Hoover got his ass up in there and went to work.
Yeah, he went
But
to work. So yeah, but Mexico,
maybe Mexico need a J. Edgar Hoover.
they do. I'm glad you said that. They really do. A lot of people would agree with that.
That ain't got nothing to do with the United States though.
No. What? Okay. All I'm saying is that our government is different, man. It's like night and day when it comes to Mexican government. And what I'm saying is that people don't want to live under no cartels. They don't want to live under that in them conditions. So to them, that's a good reason to come over here. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So some people.
What?
Oh, go ahead.
No, real quick. Watch what I hit you with.
Okay.
Should we have sought asylum during Jim Crow?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
Hell
damn!
yeah.
I didn't expect that answer from you.
Why? I don't see why not. Shit.
I didn't
Hey,
expect.
were we under terror?
We were.
Okay. Again, bro, we I guess it's kind of a weird topic because you can't measure another person's discomfort. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
So what we deem as comfort, well, you know what? I mean, to each his own is what I'm trying to tell you, brother. There's people who live in Mexico that live in fear and they trying to get up out of there. And so
Black son, you're a Pan-Africanist, man. You
why
you
you
just
saying
said
I'm Pan Africans? Why you saying that? No. Why are you saying that? No, I feel like you're trolling me right now. Why you saying that, bro?
you just
I'm just a person that looks at I look at each individual situation and I try to just say, okay, I try to look at from that person's perspective. That's what I try to do. You know what I'm
no.
saying?
I was taken aback, man, because you said that we should have sought asylum during Jim Crow. Man, that shocked me.
I mean, oh gosh. I mean, oh gosh. Yeah, I mean, but well, again, there. Okay. Let me just say this. During Jim Crow, were there people fleeing from the South going to Chicago, to New York?
Okay. Gotcha. Okay,
Okay,
cool.
okay. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Yeah, there were people fleeing the South. It was still in America, but they were fleeing.
Okay, I got
They
you.
were fleeing. So that's where again. Well, go ahead.
I got you. I got yeah.
Some
That
people,
makes
in fact, some people fled to Canada.
You're right. They did.
Some people fled to Canada. I don't know why they fled to Canada, but I mean, I don't know why you would go to a whole nother country, but yeah, they fled to Canada. So there you
So yeah.
go.
So okay, I stand corrected then. I stand corrected.
Okay.
You ain't.
No,
I see.
it's all perspective. There's no right or wrong answer, bro. It's all perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people
So,
didn't leave the South.
right. So you equating like the Great Migration to like the situation in Mexico.
What I'm saying is that I wouldn't compare it to Mexico per se, but I'm saying it's serious enough to people pack their shit and leave, is what I'm saying. So there's people that during Jim Crow that packed their shit and left and do nothing about New York. In fact, there's probably people in this chat that have people that are from Georgia originally that live up in New York.
Yeah, no doubt.
So what I'm
Yeah,
saying is
any black person that's anywhere else in the United States, or any black American that's in anywhere in the United States originate from the South. Period.
yeah. Okay, so that's my point, right? So it was the South. Jim Crow was extreme enough because, like we both agree, a lot of people from Chicago, a lot of people from New Jersey, a lot of people from goddamn Philadelphia, New
They
York,
ancestors from the South.
they got ancestors from the South. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, man.
Right.
A majority of them come from the South. You might have maybe less than 3% that actually was from New York or from, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, they migrated out of the South because the South after Jim Crow, I mean, it was, it was serious.
Right.
A lot of them people boogied up out of there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people stayed, but a lot of people boogied up out of there. And the majority of the people in Chicago are from the South. They have
No doubt.
from the South. A majority of people from New York, excluding your Jamaicans, excluding your Haitians and all that.
Black American.
Your Black Americans, the majority come from Georgia, no less. It's funny because people from New York got people ancestry in Georgia. People from Chicago got ancestry like in people from like Louisiana, Mississippi. So you see how that works?
Yeah, they just went straight up.
They just went straight up. Yeah, they just went straight up and didn't look back, bro.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that at all.
Right. So all I'm saying is that, but you got people that stayed. So you got black people that stayed, people that left. So it's all perspective. Would you agree to that? It's all how you feel seriously. Is it serious enough for you to pack your family up and leave? Is it that serious?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, like I said, the circumstances were different for a lot of us down here. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I agree. So I would say I would make the same argument for Mexico. There's some people that feel like, you know what, I don't want to raise my kids around no goddamn cartels.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. But like I said, I don't. When it comes to priority, I don't look at that like I look at something like the Somalian Civil War or Bosnia.
Oh no, I'm not. No, I agree.
Rwanda or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you. However, again, to each his own. What you're saying, right? I can't compare the cartels in Mexico to those situations. I cannot do that. However, it's easier for a person from Mexico to come over here than it is one of those people.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, yeah, it's easy. Way
so it's so many. There's so many paradigms we can look at in the situation. You know what I'm saying? It's so many paradigms, and we got to look at, like I said, the convenience, because Mexico is just right over the border. Like we talked about. Hell, we just did a goddamn show on how easy. Well, we thought the guy was gonna flee, the guy that killed them people. It's so easy to hop from Mexico. Whereas all those places you talk about, you got to catch a plane. You got to catch a plane. Or I mean, you catch a boat, but it ain't just hopping the border. So again, and then them pizzas they got to go get visas and all that. It's only so many people going to get accepted. But hell, right now, if you at the border, you getting in. Shit, you getting in, especially now. I don't know if you've seen video. It's literally a human wall of people just coming on over, and there's like a handful of American ICE or whatever guards, whatever the fuck they are. There's only a handful. Like there's like 200 to 1.
Yeah, you don't need that many down there because they got the app.
There you go.
All right, man. So
there you go, bro. Right there, good conversation, bro. But there you go. So I hope I didn't shock you too much in this conversation. But like I said, I'm being unbiased tonight. I'm being totally unbiased. So I'm looking at both sides, and I'm being unbiased tonight. I'm not being white son tonight. I'm just being just a regular, co-host listener tonight, man. And I guess, well, you know what? And I was taking notes. I ain't gonna lie. I'm taking notes for somebody who's actually, So I'm gonna leave it at that. I ain't gonna say too much, but yeah, y'all heard me earlier.
It's all good. Well, like I said, man, it was just for information purposes.
And good information. Shit.
Yeah, hell of a show, man.
Yeah, great information. Great information. Trust me, somebody's gonna goddamn listen to this show, take notes, and goddamn be down there by next week. Before Trump gets elected. Trust me, it's gonna be people that listen to this show that's gonna goddamn take notes.
Well, yeah.
You done paved the way, brother. You done paved the way. Let me just say that. This ain't just some regular YouTube show we did. This is some information, bro. There's gonna be some people that take advantage of this, bro. So that's why I said it's really a neutral show, because it's funny. You can like do a show and try to critique, and that same critique, people take that same information and use it to their advantage.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all well. Like I said, man, it's all for the information. I'm honored to bring it to the folks, man. And like I said, every now and again, I'll do a little investigative reporting, man. I'll go 60 minutes on your ass for a little minute.
Yep.
And yeah, man, that's what's up, man. Like I said, again, appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate everybody that's gonna listen later.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Be on the lookout for more videos. Again, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Watch for the suite. Arena this week. Arena abroad. Shout out to Nature Mom on Sunday. Follow us. Subscribe to the channel first and foremost, and hit the like button on your goddamn way out. Follow us on Facebook. We also stream live on Facebook and on Rumble.
Yep.
Also, you can follow me on Twitter at the MD20. Follow the Arena at the Arena ATL on Twitter. How you like my setup, man? It look all right, bro. Like the borders.
I love it. Yeah.
It's all good.
Oh yeah. You got Twitter on the bottom. I didn't even see that. So yeah, you got Facebook. Oh yeah. You got it all covered. Yep, got it all covered.
So yeah, man. Yeah, we trying to elevate our little shit over here, man. It's all good. But yeah, man. Shouts out to everybody. Once again, man. The Arena Uncensored, man. Like hardcore political commentary. That's what we do. So check us out on that, man. Other than that, if you ain't got nothing else, Black Sun, man, I'm gonna say peace.
All right, peace, y'all.
Peace.
We out.
Hate me now, enemies gon' hate me now. Enemies gon' hate me now, enemies gon' hate me now. Hate me now, enemies. Busters got some mana, but I handle that, so hate me now. Got the Louis Slugger, you better cover when I hit a foul. You better be so quick to get it hip when the pistol show. All my niggas get me creeping slow, and we on that blow. That I use, searching for an easy man. Demon in me wakes, now I shake and don't feel okay. Yeah, I'm terrified in my mind, so corrupted too. Feel so blizzo, hizzo, off that snizzo, but still keep it smooth. Evil prince, stay so blitz, busy down with Psycho Mike. Scheming, leaning all throughout the night, down in Metro Height. Bitch, you getting sprayed from grenade when I put a pin against the P. Here with me, and we always going in. Shaking in my bed, hating leaves you where y'all dead. Don't you rest so tears up, call your blizz up when I'm on my man. I face so much crime, stay inside. I have on my mind. Please don't shoot your kids on, send you his on, get your miss online. Enemies so close to me, especially gon' hate me now. Motivated jealousy, but still I elevate somehow. Smiling face all in my space, deep inside you hating me. Take that loaded Glock 19 and kill that kind with courtesy. Enemies so close to me, especially gon' hate me now. Motivated jealousy, but still I elevate somehow. Smiling face all in my space, deep inside you
capping. I'm on the block, I put in work, you niggas slacking. My nigga get jammed up and then we go and post bail. But if your nigga run up, we gon' send his ass to hell. Ain't have a